Well, good midday, good midday, good midday, good midday. Again, such an awesome day. May not be as warm as you would like for it to be, but let's be honest. We're not getting hit by hurricanes and floods and all of the rest of that stuff that the southern part of the nation is struggling with right now. And so this is the day the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it because it could be a whole lot worse than what it is right now. So we just want to say hello, 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 hello to you one and all. Hey Nancy, how you doing? Pray all is well with you. Linda, bless your sweet potato soul. Glad that you are here with us. Casper, Carletta, good midday to you as well. We are thankful, 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 thankful that things are as well as they are, and because just didn't have to be like this. And I think sometimes we take many of our blessings for granted, and so we have to remember that. Chaplain Hearns, bless you for being here with us, and we just try to do the very best that we can. Cora, how is you? Good midday to you. Pray that you and the family and are doing quite well. Thank you so much, Iris, for letting me know that all is well. That's right. That's right. Cora, please share, please share, please share, please share. And that would be absolutely wonderful if you would do that. Iris, how you be? How you be? Pray you be okay. Pray that all is well with you and yours, and that the Spirit of the Lord is just moving as has never done before. Vernice, bless you. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. LMA, dear, how are you? How you be? How you feeling? Praying that all is well with you and your family, and that God continues to bless as always. Good midday to you, Jaleesa. Thank you so much for being here. All right. Good, good. Glad that all is good and well. Please share. 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 If you do that, that would be great. That would be absolutely wonderful. And so we go, Lady Bowling. How you be? I'm gonna give you a call after get done with the snapshot. I got a question I need to ask you. And so again, we are thankful and grateful and for all that God is doing because believe me, Kathy, how you be? Believe me, there are people who are so far removed from the blessings that we have. Okay. Now you know what, Cora? I'm gonna say something. I heard that you drive fast too. I heard that you can be a little speed demon too down the way. Glory to God, Cora. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. Elder Clay, good midday to you, sir. Thank you so much for being here with us. Okay. Oh, yeah, you. Who? Me? Your feet don't fit on no limb. You ain't no hoot owl. You. Yes, you. And so we are grateful to God. Let me get started. It's 12 noon. I want to go ahead and get started on time. Listen, listen. Remember, I said something, and I think it's a powerful statement to be made. And Christy, bless you, dear. Thank you. Good midday to you for being here. Um, Jesus is crystal clear on his assignment. And I think that's something that many times we need to grasp is the fact that what wastes time and energy. Okay, she don't right now. Cynthia, bless you for being here. Um, yeah, that's right now. That's right now. Um, because many times we have sometimes made catastrophes out of things because We have decided that another lane seems to be more appropriate or fits what we want to do a little bit better than what our actual assignment is. And you remember when James and John came to Jesus, and one wanted to sit on the right, the other one wanted to sit on the left. He challenges them about the cup and the baptism. Are you able to do it? They said, yes, we are. Jesus slams the door on them and says, you will. And I'm a firm believer. I am. And maybe there won't be anybody else out here that can testify to that. But I've learned that sometimes God will give you what you want so that you'll realize it really wasn't what you needed. And I know I am probably by myself. I'm quite sure nobody else has ever found themselves in that kind of situation. Mary Moss, bless you for being here, dear. But the truth of the matter is, hey, Doe, the truth of the matter is, sometimes God says, okay, I'm going to just let you have this so you can find out that his ways are not our ways, his thoughts are not our thoughts. And here's the funny thing about it. Sometimes he'll remove it, and sometimes he won't. Dr. Fletcher, Assistant Dean of the Congress of Christian Education, Ohio Baptist State Convention, and the moderator of that fantastic Toledo district. You know, I had to say that. You know, I had to say that. Oh, and Moderator Fletcher, I did send the information to that person via email after I got back in my right mind. Glory to God. Bless his holy name. Sister Thomas, how are you? Victor, bless you for being here. Trinette, good to have you. Okay, Barbara. And I want us to think about how many times that has ever happened. So in the midst of all of this, we see something interesting, because after the 10 overhear the conversation of the 2, they get an attitude. Isn't it an amazing thing? I want us to think about this. Isn't it an amazing thing how quick attitudes develop when it appears that someone else is asking for something that we can't have, or maybe we didn't think of first? So, Dr. Fletcher, if he says anything to you, you can let him know that I did email it. And if he didn't get it, if you would be kind enough to forward his email to me, and I'll make sure that he gets the information. Levine, and when we look at all of this, Jesus pulls the 12 of them together. Because even after all of the exposure that they have had to the truths of God, even after all the teachings, the illustrations, their own hands-on hand experience with the power of God, they're still looking for positions. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. LMA, you done took the words right out of my mouth. You really got to be careful what you ask for, because, okay, I'm getting ready to get in trouble. Dr. Fletcher, I'm getting ready to get in trouble. You hear women talking about, Lord, bless me with a husband. I need a man. Half the time, they ain't even asking for a husband. They just want a man. Hey, Katrina, how you doing? And then the funny thing about it is they're not willing to wait, because from a biblical context, the Bible says that the man that finds, but we trying to find, and then we go out and find, and we think it's fine. And then after a while, we find out what we found ain't fine. And then we want God to remove what we found. And God's like, nah, Elder Pam, I think I'm going to just let you have this for a while. Okay. Works both ways. Okay. Man seeking after a woman. Oh, she's so pretty. She's so whatever. And ain't got nothing else to offer but beauty. I know. I just got in trouble for saying that. I know I did. Because in relationships and different things that we are looking for, you at least need to have somebody you can talk to. Let me move on. So now there's an attitude with the 10. The 10 are ticked off now because of what the two have done. And Jesus, hey Cheryl, Jesus pulls them all in and said, now, y'all hold on a second. Y'all hold on a second. Okay, y'all, can y'all wait, let me explain to you the difference between the two kingdoms. Hey, Cecile, dear, how are you? Good midday to you. Let me explain. He says, you know that those that are considered rulers over the Gentiles lord over them, and the ones they exercise authority over them. What he basically is saying is those that rule actually are demanding of servitude, that whatever they speak, whatever they say, it has to come to pass because they are in control of them. They are actually in control of their lives. Elder Clay, I had to say it. And so this is the thinking of the disciples, because guess what? And I'm going to say this, and this is a powerful point that I think we need to recognize. Sometimes, because of a lack of exposure to something new, the only thing we understand is something old. Can I let that marinate for just a moment? Can I let that simmer for just a moment? The reason that the disciples are struggling with this new nuance of relationship with God is because of what they had been previously exposed. When I first came to Union, I used to take about 100 to 115 people to the National Baptist Convention, USA Incorporated, and I'd have a ton of kids and all of that at the time. Why did I do that? Why did I spend all of that money? If the kids came to Sunday school and all of that kind of stuff, they were able to go free. I did all of that stuff. Why did I do that? It's called exposure. Because if the only thing you know is where you live, you can become unconsciously, what's the word I'm looking for? Programmed psychologically to believe that what you are in is actually the real world. Did y'all catch what I just said? I want to see if you caught what I just said. And the reason that some people are not able to function outside of the world that they've lived in is because that's the only thing they've been exposed to. And so I would take them with the kids, I would take them out to dinner, and we would sit at a nice restaurant, and they struggled. They struggled, okay? You got your Christy, what am I going to do with you? And they, knife, fork, different things had to be in a certain place. And one young guy said, well, Pastor, where the hamburgers at? I don't want none of this. I want a hamburger. I said, son, just hold on for just a second, because I want to teach you that there's a world outside of your world, and the world outside of your world is bigger than the world you live in. And after a while of taking them out to dinner, they understood how to use knives and forks properly. These were things that I exposed them to because it equips them for the real world. Are you hearing what I'm saying? The disciples are struggling, even out of all they have seen Jesus do, because this is the world they were raised in. They saw Jesus as their way of getting back in control, removing Gentile authority so that they, because you got to remember, James and John did not come to Jesus in a very nice way. They demanded from him that when you get to the kingdom, one of us need to sit on the right and one of us need to sit on the left. Why? Hey, Gaither, because these are seats of authority, seats of power, seats of lordship. Vera, how you doing? And so this is something that many of us have to understand, because in order for God, and we talk about God is doing a new thing, but you still doing it the old way. Whoa! Okay. And this is all they knew. All they knew was rulership. All they knew was lordship. All they knew is that they have been subjugated to Gentile authority, and we want Jewish rulership back again. And Jesus is the avenue that we are going to use to get it. Because I'm telling you something. If you let some folk use you, they will. Oh, help me to teach this. God, I hope somebody's catching this, because this is a powerful thing that you got to recognize and understand, because people perish because of a lack of knowledge. And knowledge is an ongoing process. But there's that other group that's ever learning but never come into the knowledge of the truth. Only truth sets free. Did you get it, Barbara? Did you get it? So here's what he does. He says, now I understand that you understand what you consider to be authority, but what you want to do will not be among you. Oh God. He says, whoever desires to be great has to become a servant. Oh, I wish I had 5 people. I wish I had 5 people. You have to become a servant. You have to be willing to serve. Get this, because I think this is an important point that many of us may miss. We think service is what we do in the church. He's actually saying how we serve humanity. Because you know what? It's real easy to serve in the church. It's another thing to serve humanity. It's all right, Valerie. Glad that you're here. Okay. And tell Dad we said, hey, listen, listen to what I'm saying. If you are ever going to be great, you have to first learn how to serve. Some of the greatest spiritual leaders in Christendom today started in humble, non-assuming, non-recognized positions. And because of their faithfulness, God exalts them to positions, because first of all, they never forget where they come from. Look at what he says. He says, and whoever desires to be first has to be the slave to all. Whatever humanity needs to know who Jesus is, whatever humanity needs to understand the power of the resurrected Christ that's availed himself to come into their lives. He says, and in case you missed it, he said, for even myself did not come to be served, but to serve and to give my life for it. Look at what he says. Look at what he says. Look at what he says. He says, since you guys still miss the boat, since you guys still don't get it, he said, my purpose, the reason I obeyed the will of my Father to be mutilated on behalf of rebellious mankind is because I came to serve and to offer myself as a ransom so that the debt of your sinfulness could be paid. I wish I had 5 people that can get excited over the fact that he was willing to humble himself, even humble himself to the death on the cross, so every one of us who have come to him by faith now have a right to the tree of life, now are able to live in power, now we are able to live in victory, now we are overcomers and no longer overcome by sin. I wish I had 3 people that understood. See, and he's telling them, if you're going to walk in my shoes, you must mimic what you see me do in my shoes. Oh, bless his holy name. And in the midst of all of this, He is still, and this is the thing that I love about walking with Christ. The thing that I love about this more than anything else is he waited on me. He was patient with me. Because I've had instances when I'm just like the boys. I see it, but I don't believe it. I see it, but I don't comprehend it. I see it, but I don't walk in it. And God has a way through time and situations to show me just who he is. I got to go. Snapshot is over for today. Don't forget, my brothers and sisters, my sisters and brothers, those of you who we love, we want to see you at 6:30 for midweek worship. We're going to come together and we're going to learn, and we're going to gather some knowledge, because the thing that must be understood is the more you know, the more you grow, and the more you grow, the greater influence for the cause of Christ you will become. Listen, I got to go. Y'all enjoy this day. Yes, it's a little bit cooler, but there's some hotter weather coming by the weekend. And we are looking so forward to seeing you tonight at 6:30. Love y'all with the love of Jesus Christ. Pray that what we have done today was challenging and that it blessed you simply because you showed up. I got to go. I will holler at y'all later. See you later. May God bless you and keep you is our prayer. Love you too. Drink that water. Drink that water. Drink that water. Don't forget that water. And don't forget to eat healthy. See y'all in a little bit.